All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. All right, let's go ahead and let's get started on your reading. All right, what's going on right now in Cancer's life? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is presently going on? I got you in the Queen of Cups in reverse. You may be in your feelings around something or someone. The Wheel of Fortune upright is showing up. Okay, so there's something going on. Cancers, I feel like something is changing. Something significant is changing. Yeah, and it's affecting you with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Something significant is changing and it's affecting you. You may be feeling disempowered right now because whatever it is that's changing, and this could even be astrologically or like something within the world or the universe. There's something outside of you. I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but there's something outside of you that has shifted and it's affecting you. And you may be feeling tired. You may be feeling exhausted. You may be losing your strength, your power because of this shift, because of this change. What energy is Cancer's in? I have you in the Magician. So there's something that you're doing in this Magician energy. You're not just idly sitting by. You could be working on something. This is active though. This is active energy. You're not laying around all day being lazy. You are actively doing something. I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, you're keeping quiet about it with the High Priestess showing up. I need to know more about Cancer's energy. You're being quiet and you're quiet about whatever it is that you're doing. And then we got here the Lovers in reverse. I feel like you've made a decision about a relationship or a connection. It's a significant connection because it's the Lovers. It's a major arcana. So there was some sort of significant connection that I feel like you've turned your back on. You made a decision. It could be over with for you. It could be you're not giving any energy to it anymore. And you have been focusing and working on something that you're quiet about. But this is disturbing you. So it's like, even though you made a decision to be done with a relationship or a situationship, it's still having some sort of effect on you because we got you in the Queen of Cups in reverse in your feelings. Maybe you're feeling sad. Maybe you're feeling depressed, or maybe you just feel irritated. And then we got the Empress in reverse. You're trying to, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, I don't feel like it's producing anything. And it could be because of the energy that you're in. With this Queen of Cups being the overall situation. You're in reverse. You're off. That's why. You are the Queen of Cups and you're in reverse. That's why you're having a hard time manifesting, because of the energy that you're in. And I feel like you may not be aware because it's some sort of, like I said, I don't know if it's the, like, I don't really watch astrology that much. Maybe you do, or maybe this could be a sign to go look at it, because I feel like there is something that could be happening, maybe planetary wise for some of you, or maybe even just destiny. There could be something shifting in your destiny, but it's throwing you off. And it doesn't, and I feel like for some of you, you may be taking it hard, or again, it's making you emotional, but I feel like it needs to happen this way. There's something, because the Wheel of Fortune is upright. It's not happening to hurt you. It's not happening to affect you in a bad way. It's actually happening to put you on a course or a path that you need to go on. But there's some resistance, and you may not be aware that you're resisting this. I lost my train of thought though with you guys. And that's what I feel like is happening here. Because I feel like there's something here around trying to manifest and not being able to manifest, because where are your thoughts? The Hermit is in reverse. That's a lack of discernment. That's a lack of wisdom that I'm picking up in this particular reading. Because you're trying to manifest, but you're trying to manifest from a low vibration, from a Queen of Cups in reverse and the Empress in reverse, and then having dealt with a broken relationship. Cancers, we need to figure out how, I need to figure out what happened here. Because I feel like there's something off with your energy. And again, I feel like there's some sort of outside influence. Like, this is the Wheel of Fortune. You don't have any control over what's happening. And maybe that could be what's affecting you. It's like something that's happening that you may see it as a bad thing, but it's actually happening, for a good reason. It's actually happening to put you on the path that you need to be put on. You know what I feel like for some of you? Some of you may even be feeling some type of way about a connection that felt like true love. Because the Lovers is in reverse. That's why I said it's a significant connection. So you had some sort of significant connection, and when it didn't go the way that you thought it would go, I feel like you could have felt hurt. You could have felt let down. You just felt some type of way about it. It did not feel good. And I feel like because of it, you're having a hard time manifesting, because that situation could still be consuming you. That experience could still be consuming you. And so whatever it is that you're doing, it's not giving you the desired results. So what I want to see, I want to see two things right now. Why this is happening. And let me first go with that one, because I'm still thinking about the second thing. It has something to do with you. I want to, what you're focusing on. Why this is happening and what you're focusing on. Because I feel like it has to do with what you're focusing on. Look, the Empress is upright. So this is happening to put you in the Empress upright. And the Magician is really someone, like I said, that's doing something. But I feel like what you're doing may require you to let go and to be more in a passive seat. You may be having a hard time sitting down and trusting. Because the Magician is like, I can manifest, I can make it happen. But that's not what's happening based off of what I see here for you guys. It's not happening. And I feel like it's because of this broken relationship, and it's because of what you're focusing on. Why is this happening? Because that Wheel of Fortune is happening for you. You just may not see it as such. To bring stability into your life. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised the Tower didn't come up. But maybe it's not that drastic. But this is actually happening to bring stability into your life. With the Four of Wands. This shift that's happening right now with the Wheel of Fortune, even though it may feel uncomfortable to you, is actually happening for you to bring balance, to bring restoration, to bring a stable foundation, something solid in your life. And also, I feel like this is also happening so that you're not doing it by yourself. You just may not see it. You just may not see that this is happening to bring you together with someone else. Because it feels like a shift, like you're going from one season to another season. Like you're about to enter into a new season. And this new season is feeling uncomfortable to you because it's not the route you would take. It's the universe changing this. It's like something outside is shifting this. And you don't have any control over it. But it's happening to bring that stability. What are you focused on? What is my viewer focused on? Because I feel like what you're focusing on is keeping you in this stagnant energy. What is my viewer focused on? Being defensive, standing your ground. So you turned away from this broken relationship and you're focused on being defensive. You're focused on standing your ground. You're focused, the very thing that you're, wait a minute, the very thing, this feels kind of like counterproductive though. Because it's like you're focused on, I feel like that's the thing. You're not focused on like bettering your situation or something like that. I don't know, meaning that, let's say for example, you had a goal and your goal was to start your own side hustle, right? But you're not focusing on the side hustle. You're actually focusing on standing your ground with this broken relationship that you got out of. You're focused on being defensive when it comes to this broken relationship. Like there's just something here about that Seven of Wands and you being focused on. And look, even the Hangman is here, not letting go. Because you're holding on too tight. The Hangman is saying, I refuse to look at it from a different position. You could be being someone that's like, nope, I'm not letting go of my stance. I'm not forgiving this person. And you can still not forgive this person. But the focus of it is hindering you. It's consuming you. You're still like trying not to focus on the relationship. That's why I kind of like giggle at the irony. Because it's like in your mind, I'm not going to focus on this relationship. Well, in your mind, I'm done with this relationship. But you're focusing on the relationship by saying, I'm done. Constantly being done. Constantly being defensive. You're still giving it energy even though you're done. That's what I'm picking up here. You haven't let it go. You haven't truly surrendered to being done. Because you're still talking about it or you're still getting triggered by it. You're still in your feelings by it. Right? You haven't really let it go. Even though you may have walked away from it, you're still defensive when it comes up. That you're focused on that. Didn't I say the Tower? Didn't I say it? Yep. Destruction. See, something, divine intervention is about to come in. I don't know how this is going to happen for you. But Spirit, I told you with that Wheel of Fortune, there's something outside that's shifting to get you to stop focusing on a situation or person that you're done with. Because even though you are done, and I believe that you are done with this situation or this person, you're done with it. And this is not saying everybody's done is not the same. However, you're moving in a contradiction though. Just by you saying you're done, you're still thinking about it and you're still focused on it. So you got this Tower that's going to be showing up. You got this Tower because it feels like something needs to come crashing down for you in your world. Because even with the Six of Cups, you still think fondly of this person. See, you got two contradicting energies here. You're defensive when it comes to the person or the situation, but then you still have fond memories. It's still in you still have some sort of fondness, some sort of connection still that makes you feel good. The Devil is in reverse. Spirit saying, I have to break you free from it because you still go back to it for happiness. You still go back to it to make yourself feel good in whatever way. You could be going back to making yourself like feel good about it because you're like, I'm done and I'm being strong and being defensive against this person. But then there's another side too. You still think fondly of them. It's like still feel connected to them. That's why I say it's like two things is happening at once with you. Two things are true. But the Devil being in reverse in the Tower is saying this needs to be interrupted. You need to break completely free from this. Let me see. Let me pull. I feel like I need to pull an advice card like right now. What does the viewer need to surrender to in this situation? What does the viewer? Because remember, this is happening though to bring stability. Like this Tower, even though it's uncomfortable, it's happening to help you rebuild something. And even for some of you with someone more stable. Because if you keep focusing on this, it's going to distract you from doing what you need to do in order to have this Four of Wands. You can't manifest this Four of Wands if you're still having fond memories towards the past and unfond memories towards the past. So a Tower looks like it's going to happen for you guys if it hasn't already. All right, what's the advice or message for the viewer in this situation? Surrender to miracles. And look, surrender your desire to control people. Surrender to a miracle, because I told you something outside of you is happening. The Wheel of Fortune, but it's happening for you. And then the Tower. It's going to bring in some sort of miracle, but you got to let go of control, right? It says, be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Spirit's saying, be open. Feel and know, because the Queen of Cups is in reverse. She could be losing faith. She could be in her feelings because that fortune, that wheel hasn't been shifted into her favor. But Spirit's saying, we want it shifted in your favor, but you got to meet us halfway. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. And then it says here, surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling, see, can sabotage relationships. What you're focusing on is actually sabotaging you. To more effectively achieve your goal, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. And look, surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worry arises, breathe them out of your body. Focus. See, it even says it right here, focus. And we talked about what you were focusing on. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. That's why Spirit say, what you're focusing on is keeping you stuck. Just surrender. Give the situation breathing room. Allow this Tower to happen. Allow this to change, this Wheel of Fortune to shift. Because I'm looking to bring a more stable foundation into your life. Allow the Tower to happen. Allow the breakup to happen. And this is not saying you will or won't be with this person. That's where letting go of your attachment to results come in. That's where surrender actually comes in. This could actually turn out to be a miracle. You may get back with this person, or you may meet someone new. Either way, let go of the attachment to results, surrender the desire to control. Shift from worrying and focusing on it, and allow healing to happen for you. Because even if this is your person, you have to be completely healed to receive them. And they have to be completely healed to receive you. And if this isn't your person, you have to be completely healed and over your ex and past to receive someone new. I hope that's making sense for someone. Whoever this reading is for, because this isn't for everyone, but whoever this reading is for, I hope that made sense to you guys. I feel like it did. But and the only reason why I'm saying that, because this was tough. This reading felt tough. Like your energy felt tough. And that's that Seven of Wands. You may be someone that's tough. Someone that's defensive. Or someone standing their ground. But you standing your ground, and it's hindering you because you're not changing your perspective. You're set. This feels like this reading is for someone that's right now in the energy of being set in their ways right now. All right, so let's see what's going to happen next. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. What's going to happen next for the viewer? It's like once the viewer comes out of this energy and start focusing on their own life and start surrendering the desire to control people and surrender to complete healing and surrendering worry, what's going to be next for the viewer? Once you take that advice, right? What's going to be next? Once you shift your perspective. Peace. That's what's going to be next. It's going to be hard. Listen, Cancer, it's going to be hard. But it's going to bring you peace. Having to walk away. having to walk away from it is going to bring you peace, but it's going to be hard for you deep down within. Deep down within, you are going to suffer having to move on. However, it is going to bring some sort of peace. It's not going to be easy because you may feel like you missed something. You missed the opportunity, or again, things didn't go the way you were hoping. I'm not going to tell y'all this is going to be easy, because the way that I'm seeing this, these two underlying energies, you are going to be really feeling it, trying to walk away, trying to move on. But look what happens. The Lovers comes upright. That's what will ultimately happen. See, it shifts. It changes. That's why the Wheel of Fortune is saying if you surrender, the Lovers can come in reverse. It could come back around, whether it's someone new or someone from the past. But you got to walk away, even though it's hard. And you may get in your feelings. You may get mad about it. You may feel, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. You may feel some type of way. I just feel like there's something here around even some of you, not everyone. I feel like someone may even get mad with the universe or something like that. That's what I'm picking up for someone. But like I told you guys, remember it says surrender to miracles, because that Lovers, like I said, it shifts. It goes from being in reverse, here it is in reverse, to being upright. But you got to walk away and surrender and let go. You're going to have to walk away from it. And that's what I'm seeing, what will happen. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's actually going to be hard for you to do so. But it ultimately leads to a shift in love, in this connection. And look, the Roar card. The Roar card is even showing up. It brings a cycle to a close. See, you could have been in some sort of cycle. The Roar card comes in. It brings some sort of cycle to a close. You know what that cycle is? You being single. Because the Lovers is upright. It's going to bring your singleness to a close. I don't know how you're going to feel about that. I don't know how you're going to feel about that. The opportunity will be there, though. I don't know how you're going to feel about that, though. All right, I'll stop there. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.